and welcome to Fun Friday at Camp Yarnsey with 5 ideas in 5 quick minutes or less. Today's topic is measuring yardage. So, are you kind of like me where there's mystery yarn? There's always that skein that has lost its wrapper and you have no clue what it is, how many yards are in it, and you just need to find out. Or you've hand spun some yarn and you have yarn on a bobbin and you have no clue how many yards are on that bobbin. Or do you have leftovers? You completed projects and it's just leftover scrap yarn and you have no clue, again, how many yards are in it. Or have you completed a project and you loved it so much you want to make another one with that same exact yarn and you don't know exactly how many yards are in it? So this is what we're going to find out today. We're going to find out how to find out the mystery yarn, leftovers, and finished projects. Now, before we get started, a friendly reminder, don't forget to subscribe to Camp Yarnsey's YouTube channel, and please remember to like us and share us. Please share us with your friends because sharing is caring. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, as well as our Ravelry group, which is Camp Yarnsey. And we do want to thank each and every Yarnsey for watching and supporting us. And we have one quick friendly reminder. Sock it to summer or knit along. Don't forget, show off your completed socks or work in progresses. Join us on Monday, June 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can get the link to our virtual meeting at yarnsey.com. If you're curious as to what our knitting studio live Mondays are like, then feel free to drop in and check it out. Now, I'm going to start the timer, and we will begin. So, can I get 5 minutes on the clock? Boom. All right, and let's get started. All right, I'm going to start off with the Rolls Royce of the options. So, coming in at number 5, we have something called a Spinner's Weasel. No joke, Spinner's Weasel. All right, what the heck is a Spinner's Weasel? Spinner's Weasel is a mechanical device which contains a spoked wheel with gears attached to a pointer on a clock face. Basically, it's got an internal mechanism which makes a pop sound after the desired length of yarn is measured, which is usually a skein. So hence the term pop goes the weasel. So basically it lets you know when you've gotten to a certain yardage. All right, now this is a pretty cool thing, huh? Yeah, okay. Here's the yays and the boos. Boo, antiques can be kind of pricey and too hard to find. Thanks to the Industrial Revolution, people stopped making this. You can find Spinner's Weasels in Facebook stash groups sometimes, antique shops, eBay, etc., but they can be kind of hard to find and pricey. Now, while these are not exactly the same, they don't contain the pop sound and they're not measuring the yardage, they're giving you the overall yardage. These are kind of very similar. You have the Shacked Ultra Umbrella Swift with counter, and also on Etsy you have the Oregon Woodworker. Now, what are these things? All right. The shaft is basically a Swift with a counter on it, and then you have the vertical Yarn Swift with a digital yarn measurer or a counter on it. So, while these are not exactly travel friendly, it's out there. So number 4, yardage counters. All right, you have a lot of different options out there, and they range in price. Now, accuracy will depend on how tight or loose you wind your yarn. All these clamp onto a table. Some measure yards up to 3 digits, some measure up to 5 digits, some are better for light to worsted yarns, and some don't measure bulky at all. So, when we're looking at prices, you've got anything from $29.15 all the way up to $386 for the Weaver electric yarn ball winder with revolution counter. I guess you'd also say that would be right underneath the Cadillac. So, those are some counter options that just, again, manually measure yardage. Now, these have some plus and minuses on the reviews, so you really have to kind of be careful with this. Again, it's measuring it by approximation or estimation. Now, number 3, we're going to go to the cheap options. Woohoo! Who doesn't like cheap? Yeah. All right, who doesn't out there? Has a Swift, all right? Now, here's the thing. We can use a Swift in a totally different way than we normally use it, or just add on to it. It's like a added bonus. So what is a Swift? Swift holds a skein under tension, essentially. So it holds it under tension so you can unravel the yarn, and it basically attaches to a ball winder or a Nostra pin, etc., to convert a ball to a cake. Now these come in all kinds of different metal, plastic, etc., luxury and budget options. They're not exactly travel friendly. However, we have a really cool thing to show you. The Yarn Swift Measuring Yardage Pack. If you have these items, then we can show you how to make a measuring tool for your Swift. Now, find out how at our website, which is yarnz.com/measuring-yarn-yardage to see how to use your Swift and to create a quick tool for that. Measuring yardage. Number 2 is a nitty nutty. A nitty nutty, of course, measures yardage. It measures it by, you count the number of wraps, you multiply it by the length of that nutty, and it gives you the estimated yardage. Now, these come in all different sizes. Some are portable, up to 1 yard, up to 2 yards. They're larger, etc. Made in different, all kinds of materials, wood, metal, plastic. They're luxury and of course, budget options as well. Now, here is, you can also learn how to make a PVC one. You can do that at yarnz.com. How to use a nitty nutty. Grab the center with your non-dominant hand. Wrap the yarn around to find out and see more about how to use a nitty nutty. Check out our website, which is yarnz.com. Now, who doesn't like free? Woo! All right, now here's how to measure if you have those partial skeins leftovers. All right, here is a math formula for those people who like paper pencils and the fun scales. All right, so this is how you measure your partial skein, aka leftovers. You take your length of the skein and the weight of the partial skein. All right, multiply those together. Take that answer and divide it by the weight of the full skein. Gives you the length of the partial skein. Next one. All right, moving on. We have the mystery or no label yarn. What is it? I don't know. All right, did you check Ravelry? I would, but I have no clue what it is. So this is how you can find out your mystery or no label yarn. All right. Now, I know I'm moving like bat out of hell. How many yarns did I use? If you have a finished project that you want to use that same yarn again for, and you need to find out exactly how many you used for that project so you can purchase that exact amount, check this out. This is how you do it. All right, don't forget. If I totally lost you on this, you can check it out. There's examples at yarnz.com. Don't forget, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and thank you, Camp Yarnz. Thank you for our virtual sponsors. Woo! That was pretty sweet. All right, and I am Lindsay Lichtenstein. I am the founding director of Camp Yarnz. If you have just missed all that, check out our website, which is yarnz.com. Once a Yarnz, always a Yarnz.